Hey everyone, Matsu here. I haven't made a video in a while, but I do have some things lined up, so get ready for that. But today we are going to be talking about Gigantix. I don't know much about them. I heard it from someone in a lobby a couple of times, and I decided to do some research about it. Sadly, I couldn't find much on it from the website or the Pso2 channel, YouTube channel. Although Google has shed some light on me about the topic. It wasn't much, but it gave me enough to at least make a video about it. So let's get into it. So is Gigantix gonna be a good or bad thing for Pso2 New Genesis? Now, I think it's good simply because it just adds a little more flair to the game, as I'm sure people are getting a little burnt out, if not a little, in terms of grinding. It does give players an option to do something else rather than just sitting in the lobby like I do half the time nowadays. Although just because it is new doesn't mean it will provide anything worthwhile in terms of, interest. So, let's see. So, what are Gigantix, if you don't know? Gigantix are stronger bosses, like I'm just going to call them world bosses, like the one I'm fighting right here. They are monsters that spawn during the weather changes, so technically I think only when it's raining. I think that's the only weather change we have right now. But when the weather changes, they come out and they spawn, and you have to kill them as fast as you can before the rain stops or the weather stops, or So pretty much, that's pretty much it actually. Simple, dry, straight to the point. Kill them before the weather changes, and get loot. Now, why this sounds, simple and dry to some, it could also mean you have to really know your shit so everyone else in the zone who's assisting you can get their loot, because there is a time limit. You just don't know what the time limit is. So it's very important to know exactly what your role is and to maximize your DPS so you can get the loot from the Gigantic boss. So that means Rangers, hit your damn weak point or weak bullet in the correct spot, and Techers, make sure you buff. That includes me. But yeah, and everyone else just do what you normally do, which is hit the boss and do deeps. So I guess you can call the Gigantix kind of like a DPS check in a way, but not really, but kind of. So as we all know, a given is to prepare yourself for Gigantix is pretty much just getting your power level up. But as I'm sure most people can do urgent quests nowadays, your battle power is probably around 1300, if not maybe 1400 if you're if you play the game a lot and you're religious and you have fixo weapons and you got really lucky with that. But I'm pretty sure you don't have to do too much preparing. Just make sure you know your shit, you know how to play your class, and don't die so we can kill the boss. Given from what I have seen from the Google link or Google image that I found, it seems there's only the Pso2 sword boss right now, from what I have seen. Of course, Sega could change that based on whether or not they want to make every boss a potential Gigantic, which I hope they do, rather than just making it the sword guy. Not that I don't like fighting the sword guy all the time, but if we're gonna have a new little update, I'd rather have every single possible field boss have a Gigantic form. So I hope Sega definitely includes every monster as a Gigantic rather than just the sword guy. While the idea of Gigantic sounds very cool, I hope that this doesn't factor as content for the game, for what the game is now. Now, I do completely love this game. I've been spending a lot of time playing it, just like I did Pso2 Japan version on release. I just hope that this little addition doesn't give them a reason to not really add anything more significant to the game until the next major update. And no, I don't mean Braver or Bouncer. It does not count as a major update, since we're still level 20, and I mean the gear won't really change besides adding like a new weapon and maybe some armor, so that's definitely not a major change. Or even the defense quest that comes with the Braver. It's not a major update, as I'm pretty sure everyone would be max level by then. And if the defense quest is kind of like how it is in PSO2, it's a great place to get, rare drops and experience. But if everyone's already maxed out, then we just get, rare drops, and it's not as major. But I mean, it would be something great to add to the game. So what do you think the Gigantix will give us? I think, or at least I hope, it will give us a higher chance on fixa weapons, or fixes for our weapons, if it drops 4 stars. No one cares about 3 stars or 2-star fixes, hopefully. I hope it will give us a possible 4-star armor set, Gigantix, something new, so it might come with a new armor set. Not really a necessity, but if it does, it's something else to farm and sell. Wink, wink. Will it give us 5 stars? Highly doubtful, but you never know. They might. We definitely don't know. Will it give us more augments than usual to affix our gear? Maybe. I hope so, because I mean, it's a upgraded boss, so hopefully it drops more than what a regular boss would drop. If it drops just a standard 1 or 2, that's kind of trash. Hopefully we'd get like maybe 3 minimum. Actually, you know what? I'll go as deep and say maximum, because I don't want to get too much resources, because then it's very common. But I want to get enough. So hopefully it doesn't just drop 1. Hopefully the minimum will be 2. And the last thing, that I hope this will not be the case. The Gigantix will just be something for us to just beat up with no real addition. So pretty much we're just killing it to occupy ourselves until something real comes to the game, which I really hope that's not the case. But we don't know. We can never be too sure. So that's what I think, but there's not much really to this video. It was just, a little information about Gigantix that I could find out, and what are my thoughts about it. So that's all there is today for this video. It wasn't much, but I just want to give my little opinion about Gigantix and what is to come in the next day. So drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe for more. If you enjoyed the video, I'll be uploading another video in about 2 to 3 days. And I will say this: if the Gigantix fail us, I know one thing that will keep us in game, and that's the cosmetics. So we got that at least. So anyways, until next time, I hope you have a good day. See y'all.